Hi YouTube, this is No Tenant and
Lumos, hi.
this is our fifth time I think trying to make this video, guys. Because
Yep,
Skype has been not working in her battery sadly.
technical difficulties.
Yeah. Yeah, well, let's see. We're talking about Harry Potter theories. Our Harry Potter theories.
Yes, that's what we were doing.
Yeah. My first theory is I guess it is like is that the snake from like the first book? Nagini.
100% no. Sorry, that one is easy to disprove because of the type of snake. Nagini, I believe, is a they're not the same type of snake. It was in the first book, it was like a boa anaconda sort of thing, and Nagini is like a different type of snake, so they're not the same snake.
I don't believe it either, but some people do. But I'm just saying that theory.
Of course, now the new Fantastic Beasts movie and the confirmation that Nagini was once a woman, that kind of also disproves that theory more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else is a good theory. You want to go a theory?
Yeah, the theory that I had talked about when we had recorded this several times before is the theory that's all but confirmed, which is Ariana Dumbledore being an obscurus.
Yeah, I believe that theory.
I do too, because I feel like it's so like spoon fed to us at this point that it's I think they're waiting for like the third or fourth movie in the new series to kind of cover it, because it's all but we didn't have really a name to put to her condition until the new Fantastic Beasts series.
Yeah, and plus
So
it feels like it could be for the third film because they left in Hogwarts. That'd be kind of interesting of like a conversation Newt and Dumbledore would have.
yeah, I'm hoping that one of the movies like covers a lot of the Dumbledore Grindelwald dynamic that
Yeah.
we got a lot in Deathly Hallows, obviously, but I'd love to see that in the new movie, because I feel like that'd be very pertinent to the story leading up to Dumbledore and Grindelwald's like ultimate duel.
Yeah, I agree on that. That'd be awesome to see. Yeah.
Yeah. And I would also explain why Grindelwald has such an interest in obscurials, because he would have first encountered it with Ariana. So that
Yeah.
would have it all just makes sense. Like, it's very spoon fed to us, and if it's not confirmed, it's something that doesn't really get talked about or confirmed. It's a missed opportunity.
Yeah. I'm gonna let my dogs out very quick. I don't know. You can let's see. You guys can still hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Just checking on them. See if they're inside. While I'm in the porch outside. A doodle and American bulldog.
Oh, cute.
I mean, you have to be checked on.
Yeah, I just have a fat house cat.
It kind of the American bulldog kind of reminds me of what if Aunt Marge's dogs.
Oh, right. Yeah, Aunt Marge
Yeah,
had
she does
a
the thing.
dog.
Like, the whole time I'm like, yeah. Let's see. The other theory is like the Cardinal brothers did it. I already said it in the last videos we tried to do, but I'm going to say it because we didn't repost that. Like Jacob is Hufflepuff descendant.
Oh yeah, that was a good theory that they did. And what I love about the Carlin brothers is that some of their like claims, like you'll see the title and you're like, there's no way, but their evidence just like at the end of the video, you're like, oh yeah, that totally makes sense. So I think
Yeah.
it would be interesting, because obviously they're talking about, the last names and the translations and stuff Like it's very convincing. I think it'd be interesting because he somehow has a connection to the wizarding world.
Yeah. And if I remember correctly, they said, why would he able to see Hogwarts? If
Oh
I
yeah,
remember them mentioning that.
very true, very true. um, well, on the Super Carlin Brothers, what I think one of my favorite theories that they did, that was the only one J.K. Rowling actually responded to, just to squash it, was Dumbledore having a Horcrux.
Yeah, that was an interesting one myself, I think.
I mean, she was like really upset that people would believe that.
I
Um,
don't I don't think that was possible, but it was
it was
interesting.
yeah, it was very interesting to think about. With in Fox the Phoenix being the Horcrux, but now we're kind of learning more about Phoenixes and Dumbledores in the new movie series.
Yeah.
So I'm interested. I think that one of the Carlin brothers theories they had talked about was Fox was given to Dumbledore by Nicholas Flamel. But I'm wondering if Fox is the same Phoenix that's with Credence / Aurelius Dumbledore. Spoiler alert. I wonder if this Phoenix that he just introduced is going to be Fox, and that's how Dumbledore ends up with Fox, is through this plot line.
Yeah, they never mentioned how he got Fox and stuff. But I think that would be a possibility.
Like I'm wondering if that's Fox, the Phoenix in that movie.
I guess we will find out in the future.
I know it's so far away.
It's too far for me. I'm like, come on.
Like it's already the filming was already delayed. It's probably going to be delayed more because of the whole coronavirus scare and everything. It's good. I'm so ready for the new movie.
Yeah, and I was supposed to go in Universal, and let's hope it stops soon because I'm filming in Universal in my new Harry Potter robe, and I printed out my own new ID for the ministry magic,
Cool.
and I want to see their response to say, "Hey, can you give me access to the bank, my bank account?" For a joke.
Oh yeah, with the goblins that they have that talk to you in the bank.
Yeah, I'm like, I want here's my papers. Or that would be not my job, but I would be like a horror / like Newt Scamander's job.
Yeah, I think I would be a professor because if you think that I got into Hogwarts, do you think I'd ever leave?
Well, I think I would love to like see the creatures up close.
That's yeah. Well, you could do that as the care of magical creatures teacher.
Yeah, but then I have to take care of the whole time. I would like to study them. I'm a studier. That's like I think that's like my little Ravenclaw in me. I'm just like saying that. It's like studying it.
Yeah, being able to study things more closely for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's think of other what other theories did we talk about before? Like my mind and memory is just like bleh right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember too. Let's see.
Mm.
We had a theory yesterday in the live stream. I forget what it was. That's what I'm trying to remember.
Are you talking about the theory, or it's kind of like the head canon that Mary Poppins and Willy Wonka exist in
Oh yeah.
the universe?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think my favorite part of that theory is that Mary Poppins, she's not she's her disguise, her job is a nanny, but really the intention of her going to Muggle children or Muggle children is that she's seeking out the Muggle-born children to give them their Hogwarts letters and be able to transition them into the wizarding world. I think I like that theory a lot, and that fan fiction type canon.
Yeah.
So
Then we were talking about Matilda, maybe.
Well, that's one of my theories, which I'm sure, or headcanons that I have, is that Matilda is 100% a Ravenclaw, and she would be at Hogwarts like a couple of years after Harry started. And I would think about her. I 100% believe that she's a witch in the Harry Potter universe, but um, of course, in the book, the actual Matilda book, there's that part where in the book her powers go away at the end because she doesn't need them anymore. But in the movie, that she still has them. So it just depends on what you're following. But that's the
Yeah.
theory I have.
Yeah, it's interesting to think about if that stuff is. And this is I always been curious about this, but I don't know if the Carnal brothers did it. But like, how did Barty Crouch Jr. like how his grades were and stuff, like how he was a
Oh,
perfect.
how he was as a student?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he was a brilliant student. Like he was basically the model son until he became a Death Eater, is what I remember.
yeah,
I think that's what I remember from the series.
yeah. I mean, he can if he was, I wonder because if he was that good, like Hermione, he could got a time turner also, maybe.
Well, it depends. Because I saw there's a Super Carlin Brothers video they did recently about Percy having a time turner because of all the classes and owls and newts that he had, that he would have to have a time turner to be able to do these classes.
Hmm.
So,
That's an awesome theory. Didn't see that one, but
and that's why he was so grumpy and tired all the time in book 2 and book 1.
yeah, I see why.
Hmm.
That would be kind of cool to see if that was true.
I feel like time
Yeah.
turners were something that were like too easily explained away in the books. Like, oh, all the time turners broke in book 5, so nobody can use them again. But I feel like it was such a
And I
you
don't
can't.
consider Cursed Child as canon.
Well, I mean, Cursed Child is not canon in my opinion,
Me too. I agree.
but like you can't introduce time travel and then expect us to be like, oh, people only use it responsibly. Like it was, I don't know. I thought it was so funny. Here, Harry uses time turner to save Buckbeak, but not your dead parents. I mean,
It makes sense. Like he can't go. I don't know how many turns that would be. That's
uh,
a lot of turns, in my opinion.
I'm trying to remember exactly how long it is you can go back in the future before it's too dangerous. I know I did like a pop quiz on my TikTok about it. Like it wasn't very far back, so obviously they wouldn't be able to go back to the beginning and save James and Lily. But that being said, when it happened and on that Halloween night, why couldn't someone have used a time turner then and gone back and saved them? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. That's not really a theory. It's just more a question that bothers me.
yeah. Then I
Like,
know this is not canon. Cursed Child said there were some time turners found, hidden ones, but I'm not going to believe it until J.K. Rowling says it herself.
yeah, she only approved the script. She didn't write it. So that's what my opinion on that. I don't think that I don't accept it as canon because it's a little too fan fictiony from what I understand.
Yeah, it is. I read it just recently because I got in the library because thinking watching it live.
Yeah, I want to see it first. Excuse me. I want to see it first on stage because I feel like that's the best way to judge it. Because you can't really judge a script if you're not seeing it live.
Yeah, they're thinking making a movie of it. I heard that's just from what I heard.
I mean, there's always been rumors about it, but I'm not sure if they're true or not. I think that'd be really awesome if they did did it because not everybody can afford to go to New York or Australia or London or San Francisco to go see it in person. I think that'd be great. It's kind of like how they're going to be making a film, or they're going to be filming Hamilton with the original cast. Like, I think that's great. But we're not talking about theater. We're talking about Harry Potter theories. But anyway.
Yeah. Hamlet is good and everything, but we're not talking about that. Yeah. That Harry Potter, it's very fan fiction, I agree. But let's see, what else is a good theory we can talk about?
Trying to think of theories that
I know the Conron brothers did this one. This would be a good one. Can you make a Horcrux out of a Dementor? Do you believe in that?
I mean, obviously you're able to attach things to living beings. Nagini obviously being one. I mean, I feel like Dementors, they feed on despair, so I feel like they would be a good candidate for a Horcrux because Horcruxes cause despair. So it'd definitely be interesting to see if it's done. I mean, I don't not believe it, but I'm also like, I don't know, just
practical. It could be
the physiology. I'm kind of interested to see if that would actually work.
If Jake and Rowling sees this, please tell us. I need to know that because that's just been in my head ever since I heard that theory.
It's an interesting theory, that's for sure.
You have any? Because I have some in my head. I can wait.
I'm thinking. Well, obviously, there's that theory that just came out, or a couple of months ago from Super Carlin Brothers about Salazar Slytherin still being alive, unquote, in the Chamber of Secrets, being petrified, waiting to be restored by a mandrake potion.
If he did, I think Tom would have found him.
Yeah, I think he would have. I mean, I feel like there's a lot. I know the Chamber of Secrets is Chamber of Secrets. There's lots of secrets, but I feel like Tom would have been someone that would have explored it. He wouldn't have just found the basilisk and be like, okay, boom, let's go petrify the mudbloods. I think he would have definitely
find them blueprints or something.
He would have explored it, and I don't know.
It's possible he mapped it out.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of interesting. Then here's a theory I heard on. I don't remember what it was on, but it was on YouTube somewhere. Harry Potter's insane the whole time.
Oh, I've seen that around the internet. I've seen is it the same one where basically Harry's in a coma because he ran face first into platform 9 3/4, but he just ran straight to a wall and he was in it was all just a cruel joke, and he's in a coma, but he has the Weasley family coming to visit him because they go visit the hospital and talking to him and befriending him. Hermione is another girl that comes to read to him. Snape is the.
Go ahead. I'm just trying to remember which one was mine.
Yes, Snape is the nurse, or I guess nurse or CNA or something like that, who is somewhat rough with him, so he doesn't really like him, and just psychologically he's like doesn't like him. Dumbledore is this random senile patient that wanders into his room and like whispers random things in his ear, and basically there's like this whole story and crazy like plot that the Dursleys are trying to unplug him to get the insurance money, like take him off life support. So um Hermione, Ginny, Ron, and the other Weasleys, and even Snape are trying to are trying to hide him around the hospital so they don't unplug him. But they end up finding him, and then he gets unplugged. But before he doesn't die, he ends up recuperating and actually being part of Hermione and them's lives. So that was a very interesting, like, dark twist theory sort of thing. But I would hate to think that it was all fake, you know.
Yeah, it would be a sad thing, but it's possible. It can be happening to somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody can do that.
Is that the same one as you, or was that a
Well,
different
mine
theory?
was about like Harry did. It was in a car wreck with his parents, and his uncle and aunt are really his parents.
Oh,
And they put him in an insane asylum because how his head injury.
yeah, that sounds like similar in a way, but not. Yeah,
Not the same. He
that would
thinks
also be.
all this magic is real, but it's not. He's just in a padded area.
I don't think I've read that one, but I mean, I'm sure it exists because people love these dark, twisted theories and stuff about like Harry Potter or other children's or traditionally children's TV shows and movies and stories and such.
Yeah.
That one's interesting.
Yeah, it gives you a thinking process.
Yeah, very interesting. Let's see.
I'm going to say thank you guys for watching this video so far, and I just wanted to say that. Please subscribe to Livinglumos, because I know you guys subscribe to me, but leave people out, and I want everybody to like everybody. If you guys like Harry Potter, I liked her before I even talked to her. That means, guys, like her videos and subscribe if you like. Keep liking it.
Thank you. That's nice of you.
Yeah, I thought it'd be nice to take a little break from that.
Yeah, those are some dark theories.
It's they take some light and put some Lumos on that.
Let's see. Let's think of some fun. Let's think of some like more lighthearted theories because there's some
Yeah, I agree.
lighthearted. Oh,
Harry,
what about the? Huh?
It could be Harry like adopting Teddy from the.
Yeah, there's people that think that, but I believe that Harry let Tonk's mom Andromeda raise Teddy because Teddy's all she has. Um, I think that's canon that Teddy was raised by his grandmother.
Yeah.
But here's a fun theory. There's a theory that I've seen circulating that Newt Scamander was the traveler who gave Hagrid Aragog, the spider, or Acrobat. Like, he said, I came to Hagrid through in the pocket of a traveler. So I want to think that it was Newt trying to nurture Hagrid's love of magical creatures, but both of them are kind of reckless, so he probably didn't think of the recklessness of giving like a 12-year-old, 13-year-old a
giant 13
giant ass spider that's gonna be a monster someday.
Yeah, that'd be awesome to hear.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it. It's a theory that I believe. Part of me also wonders, like, if that's true, does Newt feel some sort of guilt about Hagrid being expelled from Hogwarts because he got, framed for the whole Tom Riddle and Basilisk situation? Like, he was the one that got framed for that.
Yeah. That'd be a possibility.
Yeah.
I would put that theory unconfirmed, but
I think it's an interesting theory because I would like to think that Newt would be like so encouraging of Hagrid, especially being half giant, but also being such a gentle giant in a way.
yeah. And then I'm like, I have this theory, and I changed it up a little, but Mrs. Norris is actually human.
Oh yeah, Maledictus, like Nagini. Yeah, we were talked about this. I believe it as well because I mean I have a pretty every like person that owns a cat is usually a little too close with their cats, but um yeah, I could definitely see because Filch is like he has like such a special connection to her. And it's almost like they understand each other. So like I would
Yeah.
definitely be interested in finding out if Mrs. Norris was a maledictus. That's a weird name for a cat.
And
And
plus, Mrs. I think this is how far I go to this theory about it. He had a crush on, and they had a secret love,
an
like
affair.
Mr.
Yeah.
Norris, yeah, in affair, basically,
Mm.
with them. And Mr. Norris kept saying, "Change to your cat. It looks," forcing her to turn to cat with the Imperious curse
Yeah, that could be.
until she turns to a cat permanently, and then he leaves her.
That's a little bit. That's dark. That's darker
Yeah,
than I thought about
yeah, I
originally.
know. We're trying to leave it, but that it's
Well,
just in my head.
I mean, Filch's existence is misery anyway. Like he's a squib, and his only existence in the wizarding world is to be the caretaker, clean up after the kids, and um, chase them around. And then on top of that, the love of his life turns into a cat. Filch's life is a series of unfortunate events.
Yeah, no pun on from the show or TV show or movie or book series.
The book series.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought of that when I saw that, and I'm like, they could have an affair because that's why it's called Mrs. Norris.
and the way that they're so connected, like obviously, and like people are connected to their pet, but their connection is a little bit more than a pet and human relationship.
Yeah, there's something odd about that.
But also, I've never related more to Filch than in the Goblet of Fire during the Yule Ball when you just see him dancing with his cat.
I felt happier for him when I saw that. I
Yeah.
used to hate him, and then when I saw that, and I saw him with a cat, and then my little cousin used to do that, dance with her cat the same way. And I mean, it's just like that gave me a different process. It's like he's more like a victim now.
I mean, I dance with my cat sometimes too if I've had a little bit of wine. But I don't know. I feel like the cat I think makes him a little more personable. Like it makes him a little bit more likable. Not that much more likable, but at least it humanizes him. And if this is true that he's had this like very traumatic experience of the love of his life, turning into a cat, um, like against her will, it definitely makes him a lot more
Right.
human and sympath more easier to sympathize with him.
Yeah. And let's see what else we got. Newt Scamander is actually Buckbeak.
Never heard that one, but okay.
I heard that one somewhere. I don't know where I heard it, but I just heard it, and I'm like, I don't believe it because it could be, but because there's like that scene that has Newt Scamander talking to Dumbledore in the office in the third film.
What do you think on the subject of Newt Scamander? They're they're very much keeping his Patronus a secret because it would be a spoiler for the series right now. What do you think his Patronus is?
I don't know because it's to me it could be it'd be interesting to me. It'd be like all the animals combined, like all the animals.
Part of me wonders if it's going to be a salamander because of him and Tina as a couple, because we know that they end up together because of the footnotes in the Fantastic Beasts textbook.
Yeah.
Or I'm wondering if it's going to be a raven because of his guilt and sadness over what's her name, Lita Lestrange.
Yeah.
Because that was her house, her family's symbol was a raven. So I'm wondering if it's one of those two. That's what I'm theorizing, but it could be neither of those and be a huge shock at the end.
It'd be kind of interesting if it is like a group of animals or just one animal.
Well, they're keeping it so secret for a reason because it has so much to do with the plot. So
Yeah.
I'm very interested to see it.
Yeah, let's see. What else would be a good theory? I'm just trying to think and walk in the same time. It helps me think. Let's see. What would be an interesting theory? Well, the Fantastic Beast theories. What do you think about that? We can talk about those.
Well, I've seen quite a few of them. I think the theories that I'm most interested in are about Credence / Aurelius Dumbledore and how it's possible for him to be Dumbledore's brother or Albus Dumbledore's brother, because I don't know. I've seen several theories. We know that his mom didn't have any more kids, but who's to say that someone didn't get pregnant by his father while he was in Azkaban? Like, do they have conjugal visits in Azkaban? I have no idea.
It's possible.
Huh?
You say, yeah, that's possible.
Like, I feel like that would be possible for the whole brother angle.
Like a half brother would be. That happens.
Yeah. Like, and also, like, I have the movie. I need to rewatch it. Because I want to like look more onto that scene with the cruise liner. At first I was convinced that was the Titanic, but it would have been too early or too late. So it's not the Titanic. But how funny would that be?
Sorry. The dog wanted to go out.
Okay.
Yeah, parents are home now. This Roman.
All right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, see, there's the dog.
Oh, it's so cute. Such a good. Is it a girl or boy?
It's a girl.
Oh, such a good girl. The goodest girl.
Eva.
Eva? Oh, that's cute.
There's
but yeah.
She's doing it.
Like, I'm wondering who the woman was that was with Aurelius or Credence before she drowned. We don't know who she is.
Yeah.
Because obviously Corvus Lestrange got switched with the baby.
Yeah, that'd be the very most interesting theory to see if that's possible.
I mean, I've seen a theory that I think the most disturbing theory I've seen is that Aurelius Dumbledore is the child of Ariana and Grindelwald, and Ariana like somewhat like whisked away and survived. Didn't die, but she survived. She just kind of whisked away like Credence did in the first movie.
Yeah.
That was probably the most disturbing to me. And it was a child that was kept a secret that only Grindelwald knew about. Or I've seen I think there's the dark twin theory that the Carlin brothers have talked about, where when Ariana died, Dumbledore's grief exploded out of him, and out of that was born Credence, or aka Aurelius Dumbledore. And this is a dark twin, and it's a material of his own that exists outside of his body. That's think that's what the theory was. There's a lot of interesting ones. I don't know which one.
Yeah, that one. I think I've seen that one. That one was interesting.
Like, it's very interesting. Like, I think that's what's the. I mean, what I love and hate at the same time about the new movies is that we don't have like a book series to read before and know what's going on. So everything is a surprise, and that's exciting. But at the same time, though, it's so irritating because I want to know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a very gives you a thinking process. Harry Potter, then you have to think about all these theories and then say, is it possible this? What if this happened? Like, I've been trying to like read about Harry Potter's family history, like
Right,
the Potter side.
right.
I don't know if you can hear that, but that was odd in the background.
Oh,
My dad was doing a weird voice.
talking to your dog.
Yeah, one of them.
That's okay. I get a weird voice when I talk to my cat too.
Yeah, well, let's see. What is like the? Yeah, there's lots of theories about there. Like I've been like, because Potter means a lot of things in different languages. What's up, Dad? You're smoking? You just came in and came out. There you go. Come here, Bernie. You want to say hi? Bernie wants to be a guest today.
Bernie.
Yeah, that's him right there.
Oh, so cute.
Hi,
Hi, Bernie.
You want to join the guest crew? He's wagging his tail. I don't know if that's a yes or no.
Okay, Bernie, what's your favorite Harry Potter theory?
That is a good one, Harry. He's just wagging his tail for his response.
Bernie, what's your Hogwarts house?
I actually took it and for him. And I'm like, Bernie, which one? And he wagged his tail. I'm like, this one or this one? And he wagged his tail for the answer. And
What did he get? Well, that's cute. I feel like all dogs are Hufflepuffs.
This one is so friendly. He would sleep with you like a teddy bear.
Yeah, I think all dogs are Hufflepuffs and all cats are Slytherins.
Not all cats. They can be. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, just Bernie just now listening to us. That's a good sign. We have a guest watching.
Hmm.
He's our guard, I guess. Bernie? Yeah, okay.
Trying to think of any other interesting Harry Potter theories for the video.
Yeah. I remember when there were 3 broomsticks. We can talk about that maybe. Why?
Do what?
Why was it called like 2 broomsticks first? Maybe?
Oh, 3 broomsticks, you mean?
You know how they? I know. Slughorn said, and I remember it was like 2 broomsticks.
Maybe it's like the Michelin star restaurants and they got an extra broomstick because it went from a 2 broomstick rated restaurant to a 3 broomstick rated one.
Yeah, now who knows? Maybe 5-star broomstick coming soon to Hogsmeade.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought it'd be funny to do that kind of joke theory.
That was funny, yeah. Like something lighthearted for sure.
Get us out of the dark.
Yeah. There's just so many theories that you sometimes forget how many there are.
I forget if I don't know if they had kids or not. I had to check. And again, the family tree of Luna, because she had a child.
Well, I think that she like we had talked about yesterday in the live stream, she ends up marrying Rolf Scamander, aka Newt Scamander's grandson. And I think they had I think they have 1 or 2 kids.
Yeah, and then Oh, I just remembered one.
Hmm?
The one of your theories you said last video, but we tried to do it and then didn't work. I think was that guy who Grindelwald posed as was
Oh yeah,
actually real.
Percival Graves.
Yeah.
Like, did he ever exist? Because when we had in the Harry Potter series, when Barty Crouch Jr. poses as Mad Eye Moody, we see Mad Eye Moody being trapped. But when it's revealed that Grindelwald is Percival is Grindelwald, we never really get any confirmation that Percival ever existed before this. Like,
And
was
we
like,
never in the second film.
yeah, was Percival just a created character and had a bit of like charm or magic where people believed he had been there longer than he was? Because it would make sense if he was made up, because Percival is one of Dumbledore's middle names. So it
Yeah.
would, because Grindelwald obviously has an obsession with Dumbledore, because when he was posing as Percival, he was like questioning Newt, being like, "Oh, why does Dumbledore trust you so much? Like, he's so obsessed with him." So it would make sense if he created this alias from one of his middle names as kind of like a power dominance move.
Like a punch in the gut.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd
like,
be awesome. That he was just a made up character just for Grindelwald to pose
because
as.
it's not really confirmed, or maybe I mean, if anybody knows if it's confirmed or not, leave it down below in the comments. But we never really got confirmation that Percival Graves ever existed before Grindelwald was posing as him.
And I think we would heard of him in the history of magic.
Yeah, like he was like from the very beginning. It was made in the movie. It was made clear that Percival Graves is not who he appears to be, because there's like in the beginning of the movie, the first time we see Grindelwald, we see the back of his head, and then the first time we see Percival, we see a panning of the back of his head. So there's that symbolism in filming that's supposed to show that's supposed to kind of allude to the fact that they're connected at least.
And
So,
plus, we never seen what Grindelwald's wand was before.
well, I mean, there is a confirmed Grindelwald or wand for Grindelwald, from Noble Collection that's really cool looking, but we don't really see it because
We don't know what it exactly looks like.
I want to say he already has the Elder Wand at this point.
Yeah, he does.
So,
Because he was really young from the flashbacks. It showed the younger self.
well, Percival Graves does have his own specific wand from the collection series, or from the Noble Collection replicas. But I mean, you can easily use another wand. So,
Yeah, I'm just saying, if it was this character was made up, did he steal a wand just for?
yeah, that was like one question I have that's still kind of unanswered from the first movie, because most of the questions are, well, actually, here's another good theory. Sorry that if I'm talking over you or anything, but on the first movie, another unanswered question is why was Newt Scamander expelled from Hogwarts? We never really get that question. He was expelled in the seventh year. I've heard a theory though that the that the giant squid in the Black Lake was something to do with Newt Scamander. So I'm wondering if that's one of the reasons it got expelled, or it hasn't been revealed yet because it has something to do with the deeper plot. So it never got answered.
Maybe we'll find out. I hope we do.
Because I always thought that it had to do with Leo Lestrange because of their complicated relationship. Like, we get a little bit of that in the second movie, but on the subject of Lita, do you really think she's dead? I don't think she's dead.
No.
Because there's so much more like that to her story, I think. Like I would really hate if she only exists as a catalyst
I've been
for
looking at the family tree. It looks like there. If you remember the Black history, it doesn't have her thing burnt off or X'd.
right.
I looked at the wall personally. I did designs of it, and I looked her name because you know how Jake and Rowling plans for the future.
Right.
I mean, she knows what she's doing, and I seen her name on there. And if I seen it correctly, there is a family tied with somebody. He had some.
Yeah. I think it would definitely be disappointing if she only existed as a reason for Newt to choose a side, because I feel like that's a waste of a character. And I want to see more about Nagini. We didn't really get much from Nagini this last movie. So I don't know. There's just a lot of things that I'm ready, a lot of answers I'm ready for.
I'll close this. Yeah, Nagini, and there's Brazil. That we're going to see in the third one. Maybe she has
Yeah.
ties.
Yeah. I think that's a good place to kind of like end a theory video, is that while there's not a lot of unanswered questions and theories, there's still answers to be given because we still have new movies coming out. So I don't know. I guess we could always ask your subscribers or whoever's watching this video, let us know their favorite Harry Potter theories in the comments that we didn't talk about.
Yeah, that's a good idea, and then we can end this up. And then,
Yeah.
okay, guys, if you like this video, subscribe and like my videos, and don't forget Livinglumos.
Yeah.
And if you guys have theories, you can say the rest. Then we can do it together.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally tell us your favorite theories in the comments, and maybe we'll do another video talking about them in a second part too, and just, I don't know, talk more about theories. Also, if you want to see us play Harry Potter Would You Rather, go over to my channel. And that's what we did on my channel for my video.
Okay. I just got my first notification for a long time. The whole time. One notification.
Cool.
That's just crazy.
All right. Well,
okay. It's nice talking to you.
So
It's nice talking to you, and let's hope we see each other. Well, we can always talk.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Be sure to end the recording so that way it's saved.
Okay, guys. That's it for this video. Bye.